and African countries, not 3 and an age na kono. And me no bomb more than back to be good when he master pa. The about to be good when he master no has my becca was. Now, oh, now they know you're going master. And now, boy, Papa Benny, boy. And now, Bob Bassa, boy. I'm a nipa sorry, how much 130 chas in many panda. Tenasi Bobo, we born Kigusu, born a besina crank in Shigo. Bobby sees every crank a boy into me shape. Master Nipan Nasi, my uncle for under Kruma Pajibo. And yes, I'm cut. Then a month what and some month also to Tabontin. And I busu and say Bogunko for and then Nanya some keto jibo. Namo Tirana moto to papa to say, yeah, be a better than dear, or they say a basso. Jibo, young book Kivera basso. And Kivet phone showed at DB. Said the one that is down, fear no fall. And I know me, here pass and could be cast as some good blasters for us. So what that form I won't survive here. Only I hear say, Nipper what that form was I hear see beam. A form one another. And that was the spirit na Kivet the ball against Argentina. Say, Osha game now. Let's start it off by giving credit to Abrante and Lisandro Martinez for that incisive cross-field passer. Uji Mudema Lionel Messi. And Jibo, when that goal no by, the whole idea was that any Asemo Baba took Cape because when Argentina started so bubble, now Messi inya an early goal. And by default, born in court, menene graphics, non-fa, how the Argentina go ne buy no on fire and to screen so mama. Jibo, Cape has set up in their usual template. Usual template in here, having almost all their players in defense. In so here picture here that screen so Ubenya all the 11 players of Cape Verde, some more their final third, plus keeper, defenders in another keeper count. So at this point, so here Cape Verde in Spain. Cape Verde in Uruguay. This is how they play. Among your margins a ball no baby. Let's stay back. What the old ball. Yeah, the whole budget. Yeah, be close to spaces. But this pass was intelligent. And the movement of Lionel Messi on the blind side of the defender. Now and that was the beginning of the process. Dibo, this was the beginning of the process. And Opia ball to Museno. Now it meant one thing. Messi excellent control and a triple ball on the fire keeper so to now it means that if Kevin want to do anything, no one to be boss abo we be. They can't sit back like this. 10 players plus the keeper. Ewa mo boss. No one to be boss abo on be. So the only option now for Kevin was that they needed to open up. Strategically, Jibo, the court decided say right after conceding say me biemua na me nsa e ka kwese Argentina for nenu. So let me make sure say down now me won me dey no abi first half. So first half Kevin enya shot on target.
Okay.
Pass into the final third. Now Kevin and create chance. It was all about managing the game to maintain that 1-0 defeat and now 1-0 scoreline till the end of it. Now in the second half, you go toe to toe with them. That was the plan. And it worked perfectly because in the second half, Kevin now decided say, "Born yene bebo, mo de mo be shen kra mo nche bebre." And Argentina decided that because Kevin defend, let's reserve energy. But they realized something. Argentina defend with 9 men, not 10. The moment I will Argentina for half, no, you are most likely to leave Lautaro Martinez and Lionel Messi or half. That is by default. Messi mba, Lautaro mba. So and no, Quebec for show a different part of their football, which throughout this tournament, with the exception of their game against Uruguay, say they had the attacking instinct in them. Just like their first option is to defend. If the plan A fails, they switch to the plan B, which is to take the game to you. And then nominate Argentina the shame. And you know, when they decided to take the game to Argentina, we saw Argentina having weakness and Argentina bleeding.
Yeah.
And then only idea the mentality of the Cape Verde team is here the ball about. And now you at some point in time I was not impressed with officiating. Because as a now a do baby as some of the balls are now as I said referee e kakra no boso jibona as a okugum kakra. But Cape Verde ended the entire tournament playing Spain, playing Uruguay, playing Argentina without losing a 90 minutes game.
Yeah.
And that is wonderful. Proceed to score goals, individual movement, and Argentina needed to dig deep. And now the how Cape Verde was how they defend set pieces. Because 2 of the Argentine goals,
Yeah.
it was initiated through set piece.
But Lisandro Martinez, the technique.
Yeah.
You call fast to shoot 2 ball no at the 2 net. Defender.
Or was that the end of that?
Yeah, and when you
Defender.
and the way the calmness because maybe I know Gina any senior or CB a placebo no on say and that at that time you when we have people who are born anyhow and now normally you look for mercy but the calmness any precision on say only maybe no person the ball too and the goalkeeper don't do baby but it's no one that the goalkeeper could have done anything about clearly was a temperate now sorry temperament now or the bought those games
But but I'm the goal of the game. Lopez Cabral.
Yeah, Lopez Cabral.
And so far, many sure say go be I should go tournament FHN.
Well, there have been goals, but how?
Monfa Lopez Cabral going into screen so my go now share Enra against Argentina. What a goal!
How the goal was scored is a different story altogether.
Aqua she go.
10 ball no. Now or the bunny weaker foot so, and it was not a ball. Now will be expected to be shooting. Then no shoot the ball no kwana aqua tournament. Goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez had no other option. Argentina need to improve on their defending. Jibo. Ukunye team wa omo clinic akra omo that fighting spirit now beat me at home. But that is a mark of a champion. When the going gets tough, you need to find a way of coming back to the game and getting a win. And that is the story of Argentina. They announced some presence. We are saying who's a new idea, but they are good to go. All in all, Cape Verde deserve applause. This is a team that nobody expected this from them. As a matter of fact, this is their first World Cup. As a matter of fact, they qualified from the group for the first time and played Argentina. They were near 4-0, 3-0 B and a baby PM. But that was not it. We are seeing something different. And they get applause. I mean, so much impressed with them. Clearly, the almost tank and even before say game the end. Look at the sort of pressure normally see the Argentine team. In fact, referee whistle ball no crab a solid attacking through. True, maybe I'm not true in the and I was asking myself, say Argentina pan yeah sure no manya true yeah. And referee make us say and to true. To be an attacking through. Watch it, Bob Hama Konechi Ababeto. No, I saw the ball number. I'm not saying see football, but I'm just saying that if you switch the coin elsewhere, maybe Argentina that from no pay win against Cape Verde. No, and just are true in you show the referee. Even that boldness. So very so. And now look at one tackler, Leandro Paredes square just on the edge of the penalty box. Now referee in any and Tuaso. So that is what happens when you play against the Giants. You sometimes need to go beyond your strength. And so I'll do referee. But I think so a nice story, and that was wonderful from Cape Verde. Goalkeeping intact, everything solid, and they amaze everybody. And the Obeja possible there. Egypt, Australia. Australia Now, people are talking about Africa. But we are not talking about the Asians. Asia 14 million every more. Omonfa round of 16 into so. There is no country from Asia at the moment. The 9 slots nearby. Canada is from North America. Morocco is from Africa. Paraguay is from South America. France is from Egypt. France is from Europe. Brazil is from South America. Norway is free Europe. Mexico from North. England from Europe. Portugal from Europe. Spain from Europe. USA from North. Belgium from Europe, Argentina from South America, Egypt from Africa, Switzerland from Europe, and a Colombia from South America. Into Shemu Dia. Nesia de Biana Manfuania Bre Noma Soja go Africa for so. Saying a tournament, and we don't deserve the slot. But interestingly enough, all the Asian teams are out of the tournament and nobody is talking about that. Obienu our can and also teams never tournament now. Omo be mu pa man for kwate mu pa. Africa, you talk about Tunisia. Because apart from Tunisia and all the 9 African countries qualify from their group, meaning if you were first, if you were second or third. But Asia for no, in Uzbekistan so be JJ mo. In Saudi Arabia so be JJ mo. In Jordan so no the SCB what the man for. Countries like South Korea now man for tip say they can advance to the next stage because in terms of the game, we saw a different story when it comes to South Korea, not even qualifying from their group. Best 8, normally 10 in South Korea and TMP. Qatar, similar story. Fast forward to Japan. And I'm phone so Japan beat me up on home. But Japan also failed at the last moment against Brazil. Just like the story of Africa for Naman for Ghana Africa. Though we come to that, from the 80th minute we seem to lose our power and start making elementary mistakes. Serbia told Japan. Japan scored first, and Brazil needed to dig deep and come and beat them. Last minute goal from Gabriel Martinelli. It has Africa and come on, Jibo. It did Africa and come on too much, and it looks like even the Europeans no create in Africa for also. But the Keved how have been Uzbekistan? Oh, the Uzbekistan is young also any surprise in this particular tournament. Compare that to Keved and how they stretch Argentina. In Tiambo, Egypt so against Australia. Jibo, I'm the Australia for not to a proper position.
Okay.
And Egypt are advancing to the next stage. The painful aspect is Africa showed promise, but the promise was not enough. And probably moving forward, we'll look at other matches and other tournaments. And she said the fine margins. Now, news coming from Senegal, clear disorder. The management and the technical team. Similar to Ghana. 2014 World Cup issues. So let's see how they will fix it. Tunisia making a last minute change during the tournament with regards to coach Fahavi René by Amfa. Senegal, Macau Masemnada, Cote d'Ivoire, Esufeli, similar story. Very close against Norway. Eventually they crumbled. They have a young talent, or Diamendi. Now we should be say Ahmed Diallo mo. They have some young guys that can come to the party and see how best they will do things for them. It's interesting times. Ghana, so no, we also have our rebuilding to do a bebaso in a subsequent conversation. South Africa played well, but eventually, it was not enough for them.
Okay.
There's promise when it comes to African football. It all determined on how we will top it up. A country like DR Congo, how omo recruitment in getting people from DR Congo, omo Belgium, England, trying to get them to come and play for DR Congo. And how that system, and it's our plan in subsequent time. But we are sure that 2030, an African team, more will do well than the year this year.
Okay. So, but that's it. Say, Odiera and games, no, a course. Until they say Capo Verde. Mjenene Chinadena, Omodomani, Omukrum. But Ombeko as heroes.
Heroic wake up.
The Omakoye or walk up, no. And yet, Jumaketwa. And no match in Unkwa, said
Lisandro Martinez Goya, ye pin between from say Naira Freebun and Yaguso. Yes, we have to form. No, Munshi second goal. Imagine we keep Ved necessary. My Lisandro Martinez. Now
we keep Ved for the free kick, no.
Free kick going.
Or more free kick now, Yikuyi, no. Emiliano Martinez.
Ye can't go by.
Your decisions also go in their favor.
Oh, hey, Ubenya true, maybe a true we. True, I say corner. Bon.
Etiamrana.
Intiamra, dear. But it was the other way round, Conye.
Say, see my own.
I born in here.
ensi ma hu
no referee akegu na so jema ho kwan na Argentina qualify oh no officiating was terrible but it was terrible
but everybody we you panic somehow
and no referee ball odi
Mobed
Kroma nka we
Bob no dear o si throw in o magi throw in time as one and
enye throw in there me say the second goal Lisandro Martinez share there was a push
oh wow
oh ball mama second goal na I said ball no che o ya be jija no pay o the blasters for na DJ bro man no pay no nka Jibo second goal what the second goal dey with me by
when he push no
person ka dey e bananka o dey wow him
beze me hu ni pay push no for the next 50 minutes na aka no emehwe Black Stars elimination from the World Cup say yeko USA Canada and Mexico 2026 World Cup ekoso ya hoden hwe you qualify from the group our bra D third countries mwotwe ayu omo ewo groups no Ghana eka ho bi enra ana ahomachi ye ne Colombia she kamienu kabako ayentimi ante Obed mamensha se mfamfiri hoye Black Stars of Ghana
well enra during the show ena made two just say number 1 Ghana game na ekobo no me hu ne say Ghana be free now after the show na nkomo ne bebre say Ghana na Obed Ghana ni dentina o ka say Ghana be free na Colombia be share. And I went ahead to give out some reasons. In the amunu say born in Ghana for we want Ghana to qualify, but I don't see us qualifying, and my basis had nothing to do with our defense. Kabi said no team in common now. I had so much belief in our defense. But I'm in common here said knockout stage there. As I said what the obit me there go. So once you attack and you're sharp no, we reduce your chance of qualifying to around 30%. Because it means the opponent, defensively coming under a lot of pressure. Until we on one man bear 20%, then 50% near the they bear more pressure. So once your defense feel a little bit, when you go now, wakelo. And my first reason for making this statement was Ghana against Croatia. A game where yes, a star no compared to Panama and England. And that was the match a man who says, hey, attack no. Hey, the attack no in some way. And because we have issues with our attack, no, senior man says I'm attack na improve. We will come to the party against Colombia and we might not hurt them. We might not expose their defensive cracks, and eventually we will come home based on one moment of glory. So my prayer was that I'm expecting a much improved attacking plan from Ghana. If we don't do that, we are out of the competition. But then people say, "Oh, bet me a bar but draw na the accord." No, Colombia for na my helm. The number of shots almost and the number of chances almost creative and how quick their transition it is different from the English team. Opponent back one Ghana and ball pie who do my was England. England ball no, it was slow, it was predictable. Colombia ball and predictable. Now let's go to the game itself. And Ghana started without making so much changes. At Zigi and the Bemu, and it points to one thing. The first game at Ghana boy, I against Panama, coach started with Atizigi. And it meant that in the books of Carlos Cures, Atizigi is number 1. It is Atizigi Epra. Naswap Sambabaka. The tradition say we am number 1 who praba in goalkeeping. I want to also have done and one a coach in the twice. It's me sure say a issue of style of play, a issue of a kind of saying system. No, he is my number one. He was injured. Uti Henry Asante Chuma. Henry the two just said, "Nah, groin into kicks, not kicks ebe hano. Movement ebe hano." But now it looks like he was fit, and therefore he felt that if he is fit, he leaves. Asari call back to the bench. Emma, you kind of saying at Zigi better. And we have friendly matches. Look at Carlos Cruz if he started boy, especially Ghana, Mexico. Now everything was pointing to the fact that it looks like he was settled with at Zigi, but wanted to see more from Asari. Because Ghana, Kobo, Mexico, so our friend in here, Yusu Timbino. And Kayana Benjamin Asaria, if on any number one, no. Come on, no koda sa match ni be say or no with team B players. Me twa story na freche kakraba, send you obeti ase. In general, that change I was not surprised. Now Tizigi comes in and you Atizigi and good when him. Let's put that one on record. He made 7 saves and 3 big chances. And yeah. In football, a Friday be goal prevented. Say Boanka, based on data and on an average movement, and say tornado. No. So you keep an hour save. You find say, and yes, save behind if I say save. You find say, will be a boss shot a fleet in area, bar no suma. It will be considered as a save. But in a nutshell, you want to say an average goalkeeper should be able to save that. And you what dear? And you're so off yourself, say than saving. Oh, yeah, no, I say you've prevented a goal from happening. And now Zigi prevented 2 goals from entering his net apart from the Oshe, you know. He made 70 saves in total. And that is something I saw the book Nabaso. So at the end of the game, open ratings a course to Ghana Femua. The Anani ratings was Lawrence at Zigi. The Anani the other form was Jordan Ayew. And the first major change from the
Zigi ratings course switch will be
every Ghanaian player.
Now the Nani the other from Paya Jordan Ayew. Jordan ya say
5.5. We'll come to that. At Zigi nya 8.7.
Jordan they were from Charlie Dusiru.
Oh yes. I'll go to that.
Okay.
So
check Ali Dusiru there, man.
So that first change, I goalkeeper no. Clearly I'm Kobone. He considered a goal. So there will be the need to narrow the discussion and look at the
first change a goalkeeper.
Oh, sir.
But Zigi the number 1. And a webra.
Matthias.
And a wababa to find and no any change.
Machirunya, but Ghana and Croatia you make it change based on the lineup. I want to make it free. So Croatia ne asari.
Because only fully fit.
Good. And a Machim say based on factors, Mexico born no. Any BBR say or no na coach number 1 to Ababak was I be using. So now let's look at the other thing. Let's look at the goal and analyze ourselves.
Monfa Colombia for go no say quite fast
pictures no cry. But man pictures, area views and other things.
Okay.
Na ending common. Those on we should be team. This is how the goal was scored, 14th minute.
Okay.
And the first issue from this goal was that Ghana could game with a defensive mentality. And the moment we concede, na defensive mentality to us so on the screen, you can count 7 Ghanaian players closer to our penalty box. The captain way in your boa. You ever find a counter attack be a tears in Ghana. And yeah, they were saying we had enough players. May you go keep an referee. But the keeper they count 1 8 in the penalty box. Getting closer to the penalty box or the center of action. And 8 against I said 3. What the goal scorer are not damn slow on the count 1. 8 against 3. While we have another advantage in our goalkeeper. I will to me use a different part of his body, which is his hands. So it was never an issue of numbers. But it was an issue of positioning, communication, and awareness. The man Ghana conceded first goal. Positioning, communication, and awareness. Based on how Obian tracked the goal scorer, no, blame what Zigi. Barofa, eligible. Some goalkeepers can properly scan the area to alert the defenders, and even the midfielders to mark the unmarked players. On said I'm fine, by fine margins of the game. Keeper be better check. So quick Robert to sign so be that.
It's based on picture now. They still picture here.
Me
and now Fusa Zigi so communicating as goalkeeper.
Oh, say ya dey boy in fan show be. Te say be amete hey. Na captain be amete reception. Na say DJ be born mu amba. Yeah, assemble DJ ne be kono. So I'll come to the midfielders and defenders for their awareness and position. Bebe tine dro be mi achi say na so be na wote reception. And the card then one ban be yi. Enyum ni bia ntututu ma is a station be echi no. How the audio mix it, or sports mixing, no, a bank tackle, but funny so. Would you only number but a sem naba? So, in this condition, some goalkeepers will add something else, which is communication to their defenders to occupy the empty spaces. But so a keeper now, his attention was even on maybe a born banner. It was not that quick scanning to give the right instruction and said that that's the point I'm trying to make. Now our midfielders and defenders.
So when I maybe say picture here there are two screens.
Yeah.
Any players you okay. You Gideon Mensah
on a close space.
Close to space, but he beating no. Me pateni sibu. Moche sibu no. But omo far away. Me Jerome Poku.
Yes.
Our about then is out to the chin. And me Lucasen and
Ali Ducey. Lucasen because now Jerome Poku moving.
And I do Ufrechi ban so I say
yes. So now
it's based on players in the picture here that's you. One and now expect to say at Zigi
at Zigi DNA general for instance someone like Rinchi. But the real problem no Rinchi Ali Ducey demo. But at Zigi DNA make say to me fancy no. Banko timi tia mu bia kebeboa. The real problem is the midfielder now. Won you be ba when Timia monitor no, knowing that at this moment, because especially Calibrachi, at this moment, Ali decided to move from a right back to a center back because Jerome Opoku are back closer to the left side where the action is to stop the ball from coming in. It quickly we need another player to come and support Ali Disedu on the right side. Into ball and corner picture no so na me mfa manunsi. Na we are mama the area view. So Obestedia, Caleb Rinchi at this point did not mark anybody. Into the captain say enyom no station here chia DJ na ebe blemu no. Enti ma establish sir. Only na ye wadwuma, won ebe blemu. Be true ete kasa ober ka obe bo bibi anka beboa. So if Atizigi had communicated and drawn the attention of Ayebia Rinchi, it could have helped. But Rinchi himself should have scanned the field to identify the threat. Because so the first picture now, no Rinchi. Second picture, no sign Rinchi. So it means that Rinchi was sleeping on the job in terms of his defensive contribution to prevent the ball from entering the net. Patrol so safi atem komana si. Inti hano where you party me free. First born where you party ni Sibo free. And not forget that Gideon Mensah no free chile neighbor. It's not Sibo about say Gideon who has a left back. So all start video ni bi. Gideon who free chile neighbor. Also hand Gideon neighbor. Tina Sibo about count so that the back four will be intact. Inti hano check here Ranges stood there was watching the ball. After the first one Gideon Mensah didn't hoje you know. Enti ahan na me hu say esesen ko bitimika kire Renji. Enti first born embo. A ball defender Renji pauses. But one done the near henachi to see if somebody was behind. And I need to say they blame na enye because ahan so be boss center back. Enti obe free the right to be so be na kwese ho. So communication, awareness and positioning. That was our problem.
Yanko ya china menhwe ade bi kakra. Se wo video no carefully. Tama yinchi running into the 18 hours of Ghana no. O de hweke bo so otwa nani kohwe Colombia player no. O de yanko back na yensan kohwe eyini wiem. O de hwe yinchi run no. Hwe o de hwe no. So yeah. Ohwe no. Etu ohun no.
Until I say the main fault is TMU. Main fault in the range. Because within the penalty box, it's a cross a bar. But maybe who pay the last end. No? The first end, if you have enough place, means they will deal with it. But the last end, no, which is the second ball, if they don't pick the first ball, becomes a recycling, attacking movement for your opponent. So, when you player, check anyone else anymore for the doors one. Your next instinct is young query. Because a training more for you know, a children the best ball the other. So on that angle, he is the first person who was caught sleeping on the job. Because so cried now and then. So why didn't you mark him? Baby, I know you're occupying space in the penalty box. Whilst a player were Jano to occupy another position. So the goal was not at Zigi's fault. But though the element of communication and leadership in our defense was missing. Because we mean that close to 8 players. Nani pa miensa. Ene mo mpre. Emo munya. Sa space ni mbobo into atenem. And that was our issue, Jibo. Now after the first goal, I Ghana consider you know. It takes me back to the end of America about our attack. Now we had no other choice than to open up and play with them. And that is where the fine margins and the problems started coming. Number one, you need to look at the profiling of every player. Tournament you acquire to say when you papa be boy. So check Ali to say on a club. He had a massive injury. So majority of the time Ali to say a mobile. And in this game, no, that game the tempo na hit. Why any proper warm up? And he was thrown onto the game. So technically, he was warming up whilst other players no more hit. And that is why he became one angle of weakness in our team. Number two, the moment Ghana consider say attack, you know, Ali said was say he's not an attacking minded right back. It's here by no asaba be liability. In yes, I quit anymore. Also, we said Tariq Lamptey more right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold more, Rhys James right back. Yes, I lead to the end there. It's here. And Osaba, you know, Adia Bakwe onset 2 players after substitution. It's when go best free area besamba. And the captain the best kukura. What be move for? You are playing against their biggest strength. Colombia for the biggest strength in Luis Diaz. Oba na first moment baptism of fire. Would you be confused on the field? So the injury of Marvin Senaya was also the beginning of most of our problems. A 2 checky game now. Alu Disedu was cut off position majority of the times. Or no team cross into a complete weakness in our team. Now our defense line, Dibo, and no putting your body on the line and the fine. That's what you expect from them. Don't make me I don't know. May defense will be say Derek Lucas and say, man, I didn't really expect much from him. On the tournament, no cry am friend. And your man want to be a bar and a man, the Cuprano, and a mayor can say the neighbor. Meaning based on the pecking order in the books of the coach, no way to the power. Into we don't know but Nemwa won't me expect to be free no ho. Jerobo Poku, he did his best. Gideon Mensah, Jibu, the way I know. But we had a big problem when it comes to the decision of the coach. Jibu, the best player in terms of the attributes of Kudus in a team, Augustin Boache. First point. Yitimono, I want to airborne. See a pobia or Kudus, Nyoma Nibia, Augustin Boache. and not at a point na Sibo party range. I say be conchain. Either and Kobesa Quine or Mofaso Bona Momako attacking. And I say, Kobeko food for Baba or no attacking duty. Because the point was we needed a goal. And therefore, we needed to quit a bit of the haram football and take the game to Colombia. Which Jiboyanye.
And you beat me.
Into make us say, what do you have to lose? Say Ghana be lose one on your case Ghana call tournament and consider more goals. And I say about try see baby. Because this is our statistics. We had 2 shots on target against Panama, 1 against England, 1 against Croatia, and 0 against Colombia. Into the head. Me a gusu jina chirwa Sibo party rinchine no more yede. You've already conceded. What do you have to lose? Some measure of 4, no measure of 5. And not Keve they're losing. But they are getting applause based on their effort. Ghana is a giant when it comes to African football. No matter the kind of crisis you womb, you need to also fight a little bit. That was missing. It's the boldness from the coach to give some young players opportunity also cost us. It cost us. Introduce Nobi say Augustine Boache, Christopher Babunsu, Brandon Thomas Asante. Because Asante, when Jordan Muyanebo championship, he outperformed them. So I understand you starting Jordan because of experience. But they do the idea. Ronaldo is uniform. James Rodriguez is uniform. The last time Belgium against Senegal, Kevin De Bruyne around the 54th minute, close to the 60th minute. Na coach a uniform. No way Jeremy Doku free. So in as much as we can pardon Carlos Queiroz based on the fact that 150 minimum time, when there are more matches. So he was basically learning the team, knowing the players, knowing their profile in the middle of the tournament. You know. There were some moments he needed to show a bit of boldness. TMU, me jitum se wan bantem. Wan bantem wa, adia woni mi ye na wo ye. Te se me tie ana ubie microphone am dem nim cap first na meka. Men ko starting free. I will start with what I can say, what I can do. That's the first thing. But the truth is, at some point in time, he was our blessing and our pain. Not boldness was missing. Some of the senior players were not living up to expectation. Mr. Tournament, you who's a coach is nibi here.
It's one and now expecting Kunyo film.
What was Jordan doing on the field? Na inaki yeden. At a point, Sibo Renchi party excellent. Still the controller, the dictator of the pace and all that. But now Sibo for Elisha who's near the head. We needed that energy. Where was Prince Edu? Because Ghana Panama, you will say we changes memorandum by ebe ye keshikakra. After that, you didn't trust in the young guys again.
There's a problem with coaching. So
when it comes to solving our attacking problem,
and I said you see any team.
And I honor the Ejibo because me Ghana bebo Croatia and I say ya qualify we. Some number boys in Ketwana su mebobi. That game we need. There was no need for I kind of saying Antoine Semenyo Jordan Moore. So I got give me a boy against Croatia. I know the only head. Let's all my boys na enya bimbo ani mebobi. No mon chira odi ewo. No mon nya tournament ni feel. Because how much Kebian can lead to say the boy against Croatia now. And Kobenya sound that mad fitness, no. Emma name be rusty, enye shaky in the game Ghana bebo against Colombia. If we didn't free bench eba. Someone make us say my Baba Raman bo. Because anya sanka Baba Raman tournament, you can not give your man say prayer. Kobebem no more even 20 minutes in the entire tournament. But we had that opportunity to give the other players a chance in the game against Croatia. But yeah, we stay with the old guys. And now our template was a bit now we had boxed ourselves in terms of options. And he is a good coach. My Ghanaians hope. But the truth is, at some point in time, the lack of boldness on his part to take tougher decisions. It costs time because her statistics. 0 shot on target, 39% possession. Yemfa win qualified to the next stage after conceding a goal.
Baby so SCT deep a defender was still she go.
Yeah, dear no. Ni e share the same. So what me share we have no problem. But the intimi and share. Yenya a slim defeat. But it's in a disgraceful manner. So be cho both 63%. Now when me about shot ba akokra amfa po mu a. Let's say keeper he was just there. And that was the problem. For instance, if we are here to see the best of Semenyo
in Black Stars GC,
in the Black Stars GC, see the best of Inaki Williams
in Black Stars GC.
Jordan Ayew average.
Yeah, who Jordan YSL or Black Stars, but recently there
he's been average. In South front and with your
if I will cry about Ghana half, not Jordan Kobo.
Number 9. One free kick back no mass to tune baby. Free kick no abonne na baby. So Ehono introduce the guys, give them a chance. I think the coach at some point in time was a bit of a coward in terms of the belief out of possession, creating chances, attacking spaces, exploiting opponents. As one fasa plan ni bianco. Nti no na me senka me nyobia mana kasa atrom se ne keved for no because he managed the one on the call first half. Second half no we needed a new Ghana.
Okay.
A new Ghana that was ready to fight.
Mame mau 2 minutes and San Marco captain so. From the one who will walk up nyina our Black Stars team no. If given opportunity, ye ma wakwanya ye kwaya nim no e dey decisions and aka be take our Black Stars team no. Ye maintain coach no.
Well, it will it will depend on the options available. If we feel we can get a better one, it makes me a no akwa baby atna. Because say you tip ne wo no. Ade ba akwa nyame de amanye pa na say your options in terms of attack. And yet the best, but your options. Yibo say Antoine Semenyo. Cote d'Ivoire team na ba AFCON no. Omni obi at Antoine Semenyo.
Sir.
Oh.
Sir.
Well. In Africa, World Cup near Koeno, based on current form, how many countries no more leader, attacker? To say Antoine Semenyo. What the Momwame?
African countries and
I call World Cup. It was saying based on current form, and yet the BIHM. Semenyo had a better season than Salah. He had a better season than Sadio Mane. Why? I'm on the Momwame. Cote d'Ivoire wine.
Diomande.
What do you compare Semenyo this season? What the Bundesliga will be Premier League? What do you compare? You can't compare.
Also in free other leagues,
but you can't compare. He has been successful there. He's a Premier League Player of the Season nominee. Let's keep that one on record. No. He's still there. Now going to play under Manchester City, a solid team, Champions League regular football. Number 2, your emerging talent. Inaki Yamenkana because Inaki will do the declining stage of his career. But he can also be your option B in certain moment. Emerging talent na Ghana won't be near. Brandon Thomas Asante. He can be the striker who lead Coventry in the Premier League. Oh, Yahoo Prince Edu. He's also emerging. And you Kudus. Let's not forget Kudus. Pra and Ama Kudus Amba tournament. But Kudus is also one top star that we have. We need a coach that is ready to build around these guys. Because these guys are the future. Fatal Isahaku is a young talent. Of blasting into the stage at a very young age. And then there be a who Isahaku now say, you find so much. But also, Ernest Niama is a young talent. Promising enough. More to come. If we carefully manage the place, Shogastin Boachi Ajibo make an answer. Boachi is a young talent.
Yeah.
I think Boachi ba. Christopher Babos. I think Babos soba. Intuition Mranti any de Koyana. SSA Bimoha Jomo Quine. Based on your mayor this season. So I'm come club level no man BBS do ma senior pe baby do ma.
Okay.
Then we need to build around. I'll still come back to that. We need to build around Semenyo and Kudus when it comes to attack.
Okay, I'm a captain.
Coach.
Yenyenwi kopim say afi blasters in sem meba form.
Benra de.
Kodogone house for national say blasters efuma. Yen starting ka.
Enra de. Tournament we akoi Semenyo we hunu so. Inaki we hunu so. Jordan Ayu we hunu so. Yi Kwesisibo eso ye.
Ghana best player this tournament.
Ghana best player this tournament. I'm looking at Party in the 2 matches that he played.
Worst player.
Worst player they say Jordan.
Captain, I mean Tio.
Okay, so here results in ya na so the analysis a bit civil akase bia na ka use my bibi e wo game no and you mess up, but we met a Colombian team that totally outplayed us. They didn't me crown or neutralize it and make sure say we were just participant, but almost the real deal. Why am I saying this? One day scoreline I'm sure. In fact, they had the most chances. Thanks to your goalkeeper at Zigi for stopping all this. Sometime point blank saves or any other. But if you sit down and analyze your team, I'm not surprised he has very short. Why? Because we failed to crack or penetrate into their back four. That is why all the stats say, oh, but Emma, you bought 2 shots against England, you bought 1 shot against this, you bought this, but we failed to register 1 shot against the Colombians. The Colombians, tactically, everything wise, neutralizing a team. At the point in time, I saw that your coach, BBS or your BR as your coach, they also introduce me by maybe ABR or because the timing. But all those came in and they were not able to live up to expectation. For example, the Ishaku Baye. Ishaku to take on the defenders along the line, making sure of better incursions. No, Mahu one out me. Every effort of making a BR don't go for neutralizing. So I could see that a team of Nyabutre coaching about steady in team. No. And on my pull-up strategy, 19 years. Mama Joe, I can't have you go for the ball 6 minutes now. Sanka will be wise, will be able to if you can Ghana be council pressure on them to make sure that at least you press a ticker. A card that time, they don't go for no containing. After my jip or not, or move pia, and making sure say, you give me body people. Yen attack, was blunt. Even after Jordan, Africa is not yet dead. Cause see, what's the name? No, I'm talking about striker of the Prince. I think he needs a lot to add to the game when it comes to the Black Star. My friend, free about friendly match from from Germany because Austria game my baby. Not me too quantity. But from Germany, then you about wake up you need England. Say if or you'll be a little experiencer, you need England case you go. But you could clearly see say he needs to learn a lot. Maybe that's the reason why the coach will always play Jordan ahead of him. Maybe that's the reason why the coach will limit the minute. Because at the training game, you might have seen the other kind. You know, England, you might pass with them. No, I'm not focusing on penalty. No, any established striker would have done something with that ball. Either I'll shoot him and I say, I'm a keeper, save, and now say, I'm on function. Tell me, Pia ball, man, first control. And I was like, Akwai, Jema concert, Ebe, Emma, Sabona akoye debate say be penalty be penalty na ye kan wasem.
Okay.
So clearly yen team no was off color and right. So enye game I obeka say Ghana bobo yenya opportunities as she goes.
Enye say ya na abon the tournament nyina.
E say ya na abon but you meet an opponent that allows you to do the opposite kakra. But they did not allow us to do it. And Americans said they neutralized every effort. What I heard from the flanks, it was not working. From the middle, it was not working. So now you the say you parabi. Mejitum say your midfield no lack creativity. Except Pate a baby kakra. But Obey can watch Chakoda. And Grafon was first trying to wrestle us and Bobia effort they need to capitalize on it. So physically they were conditioning wise they were better than us. And the conditioning was top class, top notch. So Edu baby no na me hwe options a coach no owo any the obetimi aye. And to be honest with you, would me free set one Jordan check kakra out the pitch no so. Ebian ko yin ntema but then me say kan say odini ba na akwasi adu no de neighbor. I don't know how he's going to fail. Kakra oba ya yin no ba ye no. Did he do better than the other no oyeyana? The big answer is no. We need to come back and build a team. Yeah, work up me. I didn't expect Ghana to get to this level. I didn't expect Ghana to get to this level. So Ghana for face factor. It wasn't a national team. Now you work, yeah, bought top. In fact, Mr. Marcus, Australia game Ghana a wiki and up. On my 5 in the wiki up the but clearly, your national team wasn't the best of national teams for the last 2 years ever. So we stayed in the competition because of the coach. We stayed in the competition because of the coach. And it got to a level now. You want to him. The enemy per individual players. The enemy team. This Colombian team prevented us from doing that. Because in all aspects of the game, okay. Better than this is a ball 10 minutes without registering a shot. I know surprise.
I know now maybe more call say your captain Jordan Ayew. On the Blasters are going to Tunisia.
Mejitum say Edu baby we over criticize him. Edu baby we over criticize him. Edu baby some people don't understand the role now Albany. You see the point? Edu baby me free say yes. The coach ebi akobeti me yiri ntem ese ntem o last year. But oh yes, I did now. You bench and one say, why not? Every my bed, I didn't better than him. So Jordan, I will be a cabino. Me feel that we be told down kakra. Now, me carry so many times say, Mr. Bokwe, from 2014, I coach Kwesiapia, Emma Jordan, the Black Stars debut. Ebesi ne. Busa question say, I didn't coach you about war. Who the Busa question?
Okay, young fa coaches in Tunchen. From that time, never pim there. Do you still have the same Jordan?
No, he has been on and off. Sometimes he's top there, sometimes I'm dropping. But the question goes: we find about 5 or so coaches. I've lost an important. I will be a better players, but my boy, if you better players, but they will play Jordan. It's not before the work. Not me can say. I know. Say. Your management our parking also here. Me do say be over elaborate kakra. Ni na e coach am say oh edu ability be a coach e betimi a change body edu obi aba. If you have player about with my better than him. But your Black Stars no any Kosedu no. I don't see that in him. 2 me free say your problem with your midfield. We need to add midfielders. I'm add a lot of oil and creativity in the game. And go for expose you. We are for the normal obukutana. so you part free mu a oh that midfield no ball mo bo nyina eno so renchi anya ne day say dey see him renchi that box work na oye no maybe ni nyina is as a result of how for the team yen you see the point so yeah but no me nim ta against him but me hwe ni yes he's a young player maybe in the Croatia game say na obe can earlier on say na yeah come that you say you lose anya hwe there because you qualified that there the coach could have introduced such boys na ya hwe you see the point maybe Slano who no say he's still young onya time to develop you know and I want nya kwan amabu you know
okay
but put everything together me feel say with the coach away say your man time e man na adwuma na I think he's there one your ball tournament you know e ma Ghana you need kakra wo mu because of the coach. It is because of the coach.
A man for said you set up team no na
he has been setting up this team at the shape Alama you to street Soroku you the boy England you to street Soroku yan tum say we met a better opponent I don't know for example now one person be Colombia they don't know so we met a better opponent individual players they were better.
And Siasia telling us he has been happy with Jordan. He has been happy watching Jordan in our national team. He's a minus when he's on the pitch.
Kobe Mens say, my answer say, we've had different coaches. Me happiness we have the Kwasiapia, CK Akuno, and Mofoka, including Coach Way. I don't know Jordan Bodebia. Now all happy no. You didn't feel mountain.
Back forward, danger man. Mamintiwe, Kobe, answer a question as I so Busano. Atonuzu Busao say, Jordan Bono Blasters no. In the year no any jehon.
Sometimes yes. Sometimes because Jordan has been fantastic. Our Blaster sometimes a lot of times.
The World Cup.
Can say you know say a better player than him. Tell me. How about I wrote better than him? Tell me.
Now for Mamintiwe, na mene Zach Nkubi.
Boss, me da say. Say share annual game no and even your matches are boa clearly your tournament nimu as a defensive minded team enti enya wan say amount for say all the four games na your boy no shot on target AF4 but point is this mimi ba for who are there before say mini omo say yema Carlos Corres ento aso emfa enya adwuma no mini omo nya adwin. He came in as a stopgap coach, take us to the World Cup. Say person build the proper project enya ono. And my answer is very simple. Look at the kind of confidence Quebec for no at the ball. Look at the kind of confidence Quebec for at the ball. No. As a moja can say be I super sports. Say okay, what the young say pese ye be show until we set up in such a way that ye show. And ya show. Do you still set up the same way say ye show na? Bono wo ko se pese be show until we set up send be ya ye show. Ya jatum eno de fine. Obi a game approve send ya be approach game for the first instance no ye tiase. But it's a game you any group stages ye timka se obe pedro na makopi bi obe dia be hyeso na my city said ye England ye approach to the England game the entire Ghana for energy ye ne say ya lose ye pick a point. At that time we already had 3 points from Panama. Therefore idea jaba bia idea ko yanim. But this game say we cross game no the 90 minutes no eventually you be do a point where a certain decision will have to be taken. Say they say penalties say dey ko person dey ko do say whatever it is. But say obo against for instance England now cross game no now obo against Colombia now cross game no it beats obi understanding. She say Obi on the ono was defensive and now everything to him. And for me, annual game, we lost from the bench. We lost this game from the bench because we were not daring enough. Now you ready say you percent you need Colombia for the ball no. And boss, a few times you be able to see a book crano. You my signs and indication say senka you percent Bobby and Kebubi.
You be me behaving.
Kebubi. And so Kaya in the Panama game, you be a mukakra. You should say you be a bit my ball and look what they lead you to go. In the England game, sir, 81st, 82nd, sir, period now you be a mono. Look at Treta de my England for no. At any given time, be a person ye Bobby. But we were more defensive minded. Unfortunately, no. And now they see a defender no. How well did we even defend? Say England then they who say you defended so well. We were robust in our defending. But no, how well did we defend? But for at Zigi, Bianca and 1-0. Bianca, we are talking about a number of goals. And if me, we lost the game from the bench. You can't do that. You can't pass him. You can't. That's why there's a coach. That's why there's a coach, and that's why the coach, and what other things to do. At a point, we should show commitment. Say, you pass your ball, nibi. You coffee, sir, and that. You push your baby, boss. Who say, Kevin for no one even say they were playing against Argentina. No one said they were playing against a team that had Lionel Messi in there. But at a point, they only decided, say, what the moment you see Bobby? Yes, Yasha Womukofi. But they went with their head high. Because say Bobby.
Omampanyini Mahama ba appear stadium.
Oh, my good friend Omampanyini Mahama ba.
80 program no.
Yes.
Na also person na no. Eto enkoma yedi.
I make me time na meeting dia ma no.
Omampanyini Mahama ba appear stadium anopai ye chia emu akwaba e de ba Oyepa FM and Oyepa TV. Hello. 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 Emma, hello. Ekasa wo phone na mo. Hello. Em say yenti ni yi nti yebesa akona ya try appear stadium bimti. Bafo to asoma me.
Enti ye bobo no ase ye ni obi a o kyen party na ye mo no. Send a yemo ye ball no, send a yenshye no ma. Boss, media, Mimiji, who moon in Samudi. I give fantastic goalkeeper. But I'm not before say, I am Vista Spirit enough for Asari. And between the two of them, Asari is a bit more an organizer.
2 years, say no with Asari, give it be better than me, me
bow for who are dear. Media, before say, Bono, Ubo. Bibia de we are.
My men central line you say afidi appear baline so. Omampanyini Mahama ba appear stadium.
Yibo.
Anopai yemu akwaba echia. Se bibia boko de.
Nya de boko de agudi mu de enye. So wa ya we.
Yeah.
Ma member senior mai de okaso de me tam de be ma me fere simple.
Bafo wa.
Bafo me salutu me satu me ma salutu. O so but you have chance I like that. Munina but also penny penny. And power sati a okase akokora wa na nya na nkora no di dwa wachire nya na mehu. Nkora di ne mo metiba ya ma de chi de bra bebrebe o.
Enya asem gitu a o.
Ya ka jebuzo o manyina beto ndiwe.
Oh kaka sa o mo so bra beso.
But for serious note I gibo ni kwani pan say o say me adwuma agudi aso ya madi wa chimam. Me play football is politics. But the woman say, no my nyina ye wo drone yen kan kure say. Eti omaya ya ko tournament work up ya tra ba bia nwa ye dru yi. na yo player e gidi bi say on the Ghana captain board nsa na on the franka na ma on my ne bo o ye change on my na franka na the captain did you do Jordan to say obetui the crew abefi akori a very smart guy say mo dey nko but we are mo hwe oni say the last World Cup obetui ba ko ntu wi o say ye ma coach ni mere kakra Jordan you na use that word eti wo kanfo coach na coach ni enya na juba town fie miensa when you tell the dima after abo captain band that is possible
oh sana wa ni o
oh yeah for a very smart job boy or kanfo coach na it is a say case party deputy captain na say onu na the Jordan anywhere abedi gifa adena fere time and then yenya player bia say boy ya kinde kese se menyo se boy but me to me kako doda you bo ni wa no gira ho mo to say ye ne ye hwe bo na ho achi ni du ti adeno onu mo di o mo di akogu nsu ni no mo di o bo mo ka o ye ne ya ye siri pe eni ye tax e ja o mo kwan ye mo ni ye lusu e ba ye Ibrahim ama hwe nyame ni ma ta tam onu no fo so nya da ma na sa de ko pi di o man di mo so enti nkura no do mo ko je o mo bo no ye bo no no so you come to kive da ye no bo qualify for World Cup ni African year so mo do mo ba sha Africa because so mo twu mo ko Europe wo bi say what about the whole Messi Argentina and na extra time 10 minutes to extra time na ko wi ansa na obutimi show ni ye ndi Messi mo nya ko mo gu ni ma se pa o di mo mi ye wo do ni anka ni Quench Jordan say even Ghana ni e bo da na bet pele ni ko ya da bet pele asi tibin kase yen tibin ko ma se oka na e bia boy traba sentiment bia bem say o ye sremuni we me na me ko minim ko ma be di na kire beka ba mo bia fere te the football nation pa na ye the team we ko World Cup ni nya driver ba ko we di mu a e fere akenya even tete chase la ko twetwe na ye twade bi kura keye ana John Lewis o di bo be ko touch line ko jopo kuma hala o di bo je touch line no pie o ni atiri na ntiri ni ye di bi kura o hwe boy ya why the rasta ya na come na beto no mu dia sa o camp we do o see boy no prayer na
fatao
obabe kuye
ali bisebi
obabe kuye ana abroni pa o ye changes I want to am for the entire o change keeper na nto central for him ya ante place release bia say coach ni see the team ponti na o change keeper wo demu no de we aba ya hu the entire so o change defender ko be ma explanation kakra dem say ono be we broni ye bibifo ti ade o ye biar ye so broni e dijibo ye ka say wani jemu wanna pa ye ka say Ghana obi ope football o ma me ye siripe wa ade ye ka say penifo bebre ano me ka kira Ghana e free so from penu bia no ya nya na najo wa me na hwe body bi e di ye jamo mo sa kwa say Jordan mo na ye do makọ ana mo nya dollar ya ka mo sika mo gira brochire ho a the local player ba ko penny keeper won ko na di sika tax de ba am nya ho o bo maka nyina di godi na magodi mo ka no aka say ya ko hwe ne me na gu awie na mo me kan che ye ho ni football fans say e bere ko na football fans na ba ka say DFA president we de hu no si ni pa da onya fourth time ko e be sa me na ko mo me nyare be me na ko bi enku abo me enku se kusam se de okuafo yi ntete fra buomu ni enka de kranche say yenye se bia ye ya kofi anwo de ye timi nyika printini ye ko ye tiba ye brebra ko du ba bia droya na jibo ya soe mia ye ma ya ko bor fa ya sa kwa ama Jordan wo ba ye timi nya pressure yi bia mo bia ko buza question na Jordan nya bo ye ni abre no wo twi to fista bon ye ni abre ye pe bo ye pe kate no na player bi ti say do she na ba agency ye ni se coach de so to bibi no antio enu brepa se Jordan ko 45 minutes ya wi a na nkoyero from ranking no go puru amasa and na ye se buja sebi emo so ahoma kinya na okata mi ne opani wa ya de wo bora basi and ye ma nkura mo aboburu beti ma ye ntimi nye ka ne mi timi kotere wa se na mi kotere be nyaku bubu eti ba me fonsia na re hoba jibo nya me yo kase ba cheze ye lusu a mi wa se da bi ye se be na me nye by the close of the Monday no never be grants at the asada se bo sikete e di o mana ko du be etu ha be damase se fa be sa pan so makwa nyami sham
ate o mampanyini mahama ba apia stadium for your contribution ba for apia na ya tene nkan
na sida no kra na so de be Monday na e me de no na o mampanyini mama ba Monday Obama me hu
okay na Zach mbre enti
me de manu si na me nua kuma baby ade ba ko esa failing and the reason why I keep insisting say we lost the game from the bench the changes here me patcho emu de in impact game
and then the coach na bemu
coaching changes na no obi nka ba ko Ali Dusedu was the first one. Ali Dusedu was not well prepared before he came in. Clearly, he was not on 1 minute up here. And he on the type of player on this Marvin on also the qualities, but he was not ready. At the time we threw him into the game, he was not ready. And you're coaching, and you're Juma. Young family decided to change. What about the rest? The fatal we know. And the ball and not fatal Obama say na Obama.
I said the okay can quit as a coach in the baba you.
Mimi dear, until make us say mimi no. I'm highly indifferent. With almost on turn. Me, I'm highly indifferent. Me personally, I'm highly indifferent. Me different opinion contrary cry. He came in to do something. Yana nas honko.
Na so otimi ya ma ne to aso.
No, otimi ye.
Na see otimi de ba for round 32 they say you.
Onim countries now on round 32 ni nyina. They are there because of the expansion. Say nkasa round 16 ni bia ka de bre nuo. Come bre nuo. Dia mu bebre ko round 32 ni bi we ko here because of the expansion na FIFA dia ban India.
The US TV commentators and BBC commentators were worried for Ghana. They did not know why Jordan was in the game after they returned from recess. Kofi Isaac and Ediwe Abba. Kobe men say our game was so raw without any threats. Nana Kwaku Nuyama or say the lives of Abdul Fattah, Kamadin, Sibo, Elisha Owusu for Jordan there. Nana Kwaku Kelvin, Bafo has said it all. I remember I told a friend that Ghana shouldn't expect anything from the coach. He's a defensive-minded coach. And also, Abba Enono. The fact that Cape played well against Argentina should tell you how low our game has sunk. And no, also there out there Abba Enono. We also good morning or passports. I'm Danny from Obuase. We should blame Senegal for our defeat. How can you get injured in that moment?
This is the most sarcastic text message I've ever heard. The injury will be shared at Opera.
Yeah, Samo. As a one of us, such as an Ufrimuno and a Cofasem, a day a bray, a cambono. Why was he first picked? Why was he picked number one? Why did he play to the time of boy? You know, because Jenna no ye. When was your coaching? I mean, senior Semenyo couldn't stand up for Ghana when the men were being separated for the boys. And also so Nana Ampuma Hwene and ode sa message we de Abba Semenyo so and the blaster and sensing. Good morning, my pastors. Truth to be told, Jordan didn't add anything to the team. Victor and also the message we de Abba Al Hassan Kofi Zaki Mame Emra where but we end up and the permanent Mame for we in Chatwo or saying last week I asked your panel that between Rico Lewis Kelly and Nico Riley, who is the best? And I want to know how much Remado out the back where you said that clear. And for message in the bay, open so remember the buyout clause on a year Nico pass. Okay. Message them say I can see any Jamana. Meba no masa share o message ni mo ebiem. Kobi yankwe.
First thing first. After the game, the lot of comments that I read, about Asare at Zigi. One is an order, one again, any question order. let's establish this fact. Say, Carlos Cresoko World Cup, you know, the number one goalkeeper was Zigi.
Yeah.
It's a yet issue about is and but and the way. Oko World Cup, you know, the number one goalkeeper now a Zigi. Unfortunately, he got injured in the first half of a game against Panama, and Asare continued and was started against England, and also started against Croatia. And it's not like Zigi have been better than Zigi. Asare has been better than Zigi or tournament team. Omunina no, you can say they are will be about whom to do what is away. And yes, be Zigi a chance no. O disappointed, and I say one more home. Now I could blame me say goalkeeping changing. No, let's say Asare Daba Croatia say. It's a lack or why the Croatia and Croatia. I don't want to even be entertained that goalkeeping changes, you know, because Ghana of Nibian say you could walk up, you know, Ghana number one goalkeeper at Zigi. And I guess be a Kodano, one more who in the free. Sagi and Panamano. It's 5 first having ball prior, no Jibo. Not also always safe to save us. To still kill the game at 0-0 before he got injured and no Pico and Jane. It's minimum why let me emphasize argument in Bakura because one, he's our number one.
Okay.
Jibo 2. I want to accept say Sanaya injury no affected team no defensive structure kakra. But when say and yet Ali do not prepare no and yet coaches in the fort. Unse injury no eba injury by first half early stage of the game. Coach be no as at time about the players akwa warm up. Because game na after you start game no. Less than 10 minutes. Eti okwa warm up akwa dey. Eti when a player gets injured like that send April na. Player be will come unprepared because on your warm up. Because person with numerical disadvantage in Tino. And so we are quick. Unse open no warm up.
Yeah.
But now so money but fast because one by one -1. It is so money about warm up and why is what? Oberborn. And I'm what.
Okay.
But I don't blame him for the goal we conceded. Go on the second Calabria in my enemy share born. Because one Alidu did his job because Jerome Aqua tackle. Other guy my friend say Lucasen and so any Makako. It's the last striker no. Alidu ababa close no up. It's at this unborn you know. And he said Alidu aba closing the player to go with him. But the person say go on Arias no. One the general no. One the Caleb and neighbor. And at this stage Caleb ball in Bafo. Arias no want to. So how Caleb decided yes not to go. Kobo ball. No blame Caleb. I won't blame Ali Lusedu for the goal. Even though Ali Lusedu buy no more money at the early stage. No money in your cry. But the goal and your on Ali Lusedu.
Okay.
Jibo. Ghana me say we are still living in the past. In Tama, you can't say I say still now you still living in the past. Coach, you know. Huh? Wa born humodin pa.
You for so on to us.
Wa born humodin pa. You see? Oba you know. Because of only time you know. He decided say me players no. Time no so aso. And the GF mo de molas call up na mo de molas ya mo de kobo games no. Me players no. So I can't make a wholesale changes. And yeah, what I say I'm fair no there. And cause to manage the squad. My only problem with the FE and those decision makers near say nipa bi otiase say Elisha ne Sibu better than Suleiman Biano. He needs medical examination. Say and get Ghana say now beat me etina say me yes squad akobobo. Now I say Elisha.
Are you saying say you coach in the squad?
O say public knowledge say
you coach in the Blaster squad.
No.
At the core work up.
Na e o say open secrets.
Oh, Azakito.
Oh yeah. So Obai. Time wasn't there.
But say coach there, there obinya chance. Obey games I have before beba. There you have data to follow players normal clubs or mobile. It is a coach of Carlos Cruz and Caliber. Now so Beijing national team they are coach World Cup. Now say because you found that time they short. Into FA4 no and then move players a man coach you there. Then Zach, what's a man can't see a man in twice and then see a general US.
Man can say he needed to accept say one any time. And Obayan until make you who see changes. Until he agreed say yeah squad na they use you for some period of time no. On from kosa and the am one say Suleiman no. Unse sa periods na you know he's out injured. But my problem is say if Suleiman is fit, Jibo didn't say young first Suleiman enco tournament. Na ye chusu Sibu and Elisha ahead of him. You see onto the fee. Because born a boy, didn't hear Carlos Cruz or a magician. They say, ah, born a boy. Kakana party boy because of Pateo. I see boy and Elisha cannot control. They say, hey, I damage and ra. They say, Minya, the ball on Pontamia and Kenja one here. Say a player playing La Liga cannot control and pass ball. That you, Uncle Line, so just 1 minute. You're my phone, no. Bob being with my apart from Sabon and Bon on Run. We can't play any football apart from what we play yesterday. And that in this argument say Carlos was a defensive coach, you know. Coach teams are offered recently no only from question apart from Jabon or Boy, no. Because one who fair around national team coach Bob and Bobo. So Egypt is a West in their generation Okofai. Anthony
Boache say good morning, Jibo, watching the show live from Bremen, Germany. In fact, being the coach of the Black Stars is even harder than being the president of Ghana, because in Ghana, everybody is a coach and knows better than even the world best coach. So no coach will ever succeed in Ghana. And no, the Aban Kofi Ken says Akitupa. What do you mean by he wasn't prepared? Wasn't Luis Suarez who gave the assist? Who gave the assist? Came on as an emergency sub. Or say almost strike and super Kodoba ni prayer no. Luis Suarez no subem no be assist.
Luis Suarez no buy no. That man could do a prayer. How many minutes have Suarez lasted on the field of play? It's yenyepe. And I'm bono. I'm saying tell me I've not me prepared na me kan no. Me fa blame no. I me see goal no even a lead effort.
It's time for Kurt to understand that without fixing our local football, there is nothing for him to achieve. Without a competitive league, you cannot get any solid national team. Watch it Andrew and the way Abba Kofi Isaac say the Black Stars of Ghana have not won a major trophy in over 43 years, despite significant government investment and public support. I respectfully argue the Parliament of Ghana to conduct a comprehensive inquiry into the persistent underperformance of the national team. Identify the root causes, ensure accountability, and recommend reforms that will restore excellence and pride to Ghanaian football. Okay. And the day abano. Eugene Fifi, or say in 2022 World Cup, Ghana stringed 31 passes before scoring against Korea. Something Korea's team can never do. If Chris was our coach in 2022 World Cup, he can beat any of the teams. Or no, SOD our day abano. Okay, James in teams. I remember you promised of talking about Asante Kotoko. Blasters na baba Jimmy Nyamon Fanche Ebrewo Yanim. Ade and Simbibrina Ede Ebebam. Okay. Mamefa we so nto aso we efri ananeba tuta tia mas kuma say okay Osijibu, I'm finding it very difficult to understand why CSI is trying to defend this abysmal performance by Jordan. Jordan has been given more than enough opportunities to justify why he should start our matches and even captain the team. In my estimation, he's not a leader because he doesn't inspire the team. His contribution in the team in this World Cup has been 0. No goals, no assists, not even a shot on target. Our coaches haven't been bold enough to bench him. It's simple as that. Captain Siasia. Your call line so 0322494401 0322494771. So yentie ayi amount for audio ni nwie. Mo voice note no mo de abana na afi yemfa nkofa eye callers ni so e de.
Trying to get for man good morning. You so na go kwadun ohire. Enu bi no wa me do failure. Enu bi no on ma ball na na bia aduwa. Ye de gigi ni kakanka. In fact, Yakobasi na ayaya. Enu Ghana players on mo bo. Keeper ni say we papa. Ghana players mo bo no mo bo no. No mo ni na mpa. Frese dia. Colombia for the bona. What the two make one point the crowd to make. No pass na. Ghana for yesterday. Every training, no one training ye. We bring nine some about a foreign matches. And still. Yebo amangana yebo bonnet in fact a tiakuma yenda ya madiache yera ho ye hu ye pa rade mo ya ni trainings won training pa yebo bonnet yeshia foreign press ngenye prayer ba kwenye enye ndagana bo woji ya no wo da fam woji ya no in fact na ya reho ni dade yebo na yebo ndi Uncle ye cry. I said, come match your board draw. She said, I'm defending a den. Timmy, maybe we are coming there to the pa. I miss Ram. Woman, I miss Ram, Pama.
Hello, good morning, boss. Your friend set on him because I feel worse thing of Seshi. Now, make up that and want some cacra. If a simple say, Jordan, you or your dear power team. Jordan, you on a downfall. The whole Black Star or no and a ma team no confirm into no a unify team ma any yana. Ade say you might have a brad who stage be na Jordan you I bet yem one mistake na just say omudi aye free let us say no yes so muna mukabia adu esro Jordan you ye unify team no na team in Nigeria na so nyamen kamo.
Hello Jigbo, good morning. Acha friend me with the key because free abrepobu ni krum. Me ba cho bono Jordan striker. Corner na so ye obi ba o na so option. Ya no ko jina chide. Free kick ball free suru ba o na ye pa ultimate ball free suru ba. So ya no ko jina free kick match. Wa na eje. De akoshe go no so na striker. Ya no ko jina chide. Ojibo me da ase.
Hello, good morning Ghana. Good morning crew. I'm Skapa from Obuase. I want to praise Ghana Blaster members because they've done much well in this World Cup. If it were us, we couldn't have done what they did. So I praise them. Say in Nigeria park as well. Get to me and your moye. It's in a mission.
Hello, good morning, Oyerpa. Jibo, Nifrano pay free Accra. Your friend Ahmed. Mr. Chama pull out no Nipan crosser ball no defenders then now more Nipana or Tapuche and Mr. Mayman should be due to health issues but me mui na me a hokakra na me honeyano on defender no more here Nipano holidays are ultimately medamase.
Hello, Memo Obiachi about Oyeripa TV Sports. Your friend appear a free former of club research. Each year, Camantino, and my bed of winning a Massambusane say Jordan a you. Yana Wakato Winiana. What were you with Jordan in the Musan to mean Taki? You been answered no done person what Tiafi. Now, Kalanka and never bit my bobon, no more to bench. And about crowds are semini. The best semini, Miss Remo, or my boy, my own dear. Says a bebo Afcon no among you no money kwalai emrantia no mo baso foforo no asante no ne Christopher Banum na yerenchimu mu among you na jom de bobo na Jordan na musa bicho bibia nyawe akesifo ni bikura ti awe intizegana e ba nyawe midamo ase
Benefit good morning epa mucho se Ghana for betimi anya kokudro e be se me de me letter ko GFA any FM stations na moya sports ni na sense pen fon betimi anya kokudro a o ma me akonya na me be kochi under 17 na me twaso enfon kwaji World Cup e ma Ghana enye ni mudwa na medwa o mudwa menu boni abubi pen ye bobo ye ntimi shegu medwa na menti ase enti muma mpenifo enti no mufa asem ntodwa me pese me enti me pese me ko coaching course no me da masi blast at me bobo ntimi shege single go then high we should Cape Verde
Abi no be coaching course na zeze
Jibo we just say that at mo here only crew ni na Ghana e wo kwantwa papa ye wo kwantwa because the team now you mean to describe about panic and as if say be the second ba wo so sometimes you wonder say professionals na you mo ye no ya no mo ye ni say because say when colleagues bobo na ojibo ya we dey say wontimi nya hwe you defend this from minute 1 to minute 90 we only defend Ghana ye nye bibi fa ho if you appear udi inside bo petrensa
your friend will pan come kasefla dangmase enwa de bra man mani kura me sori ana pe kura mani da so wo mi o mani da so wo me mani wu a sheme me hwe ya Benjamin Asali ameda na me mabambuye no bi a ya se wa ye say defend striker mo mo so mko adu mo bo ko na mi ni pe na ko na ya de o pe ka ti we ka o pat me o be da ta no Ghana de Africa nkasa obi ka de na ya to pambu asa boy ni mbo asa Panka Adangoma Sekentewa.
Jibo, good morning. If I'm having make a free it. My problem is always the complaints and no blasters come on perform. Bound the Endra born. Time of a Jordan Betty Boa, Semeno base or Bear Sibia. Not Jordan and energy. Obey only naki ABC the same thing. Nay a party anything in the seminary. It me a sudden or Bob Akubi, Basamino and could play and broken. Jordan Jembona Obia striker free kick ba okobo corner ba wa obono na no okobo when en kopimese the problem no ominti mi en kanasem or inspired to say na okame onambo no ma ebu ha this is semenyo any DM car no be pressing na sem e do be because na sem frustrated ebi white mi obi obono no it me ko ye two semenyo any naki we no abono kwa na me kan wasa.
Good morning, or your passports. Madam Asimi Akwenya Amudi Amai, your friend Francis, Kasafri Achumako Angoma. Mr. Demhuni say a fair part to the Ghana Blasters. You say Colombia for 90 million more. And Ocrazy 80 million more. His own will be Coconan holding chain as a boy. I mean, who say something strange. Mrante ne bombo bana mabana omu defend dey but me problem is say way forward near say yeah my coach na tana no hye part in video man e de bebo for the next 4 or 5 years e be na better results and I say e be say de bia ya kwa na prepare na ko fa place free baby no de mababo ana nso me mu akakra no madwen kire no
the striker from chief inspector Osu MP na me kase frakra Ghana 4 came to a belief say umbitman the World Cup. Our bromone itimi ebo modern England ebo draw. Nankaye ko World Cup na Ghana ni daso bia ni be bia o bia ni daso say basta ye ko bibi because ball na ye ball fun. Ye ball England match ni we na no an san to reset factory inti jeda ni hu bibre say ye no senka enye spiritual for any asor for ni no for mo betna ho be ma predictions na nka Ghana ye ni nka say ye ni da so bia na so so binya so fu ɛne ayifoɔ ama yɛbɛtena sɛ ama yɛbɛka sɛ Ghana yɛde awura sunsum mu ɛno ara na ma Ghanafoɔ believe na nka bɔɔl no a yɛkɔbɔ no deɛ na yɛnim paa sɛ masa yɛnni hwee yɛntumi nyɛ hui